You don't have a credit card yet? No problem. Don't worry about it. I got you. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Rasha, and welcome to iAMERICA, where I help young people grow, save, learn, and travel. And today we're going to talk a little bit about saving and growing, because we're going to talk about when you should apply for your first credit card. So the first and the most obvious tip about when you should apply for your first credit card is to be when you're ready. A lot of people rush or feel like they have to because that's like the most responsible thing to do, and I just need a credit card or whatever, and they don't really understand what credit is and things like that and the effect that credit can have on you. And so you have to make sure that you're ready. And a big part of being ready for a credit card is when you're responsible enough, because more often than not, a lot of students, a lot of people, not even just students, like people, and still like even like grown people, like old people, like I don't want to give a number, but like, you know, like up there, they still are not responsible with their credit. Like they'll go buy like all these shoes, all these clothes, all these purses, all this and that, and don't have the money to pay it off. And so now you're in debt. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions, is that, you know, you can swipe and it'll be okay. Like, no, you have to pay this stuff back, and it can hurt you. And so we can get more into detail with that. Just leave a comment down below if you want me to break down some things about credit, the pros and cons of credit. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to see, y'all just let me know in the comment section below. But yes. So you want to make sure that you're responsible, and you want to make sure that you are ready to have a credit card, because it can be a big responsibility. And so a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm 18, I should have a credit card, right? No, not necessarily. I think I applied for my credit card when I was 21. That was when I got my first credit card. I was about to graduate college, and I knew that I wanted to do some things that were going to need my credit to be good. And so I applied for a credit card. And I've been really responsible with it. And I cannot say the same about my friends. And so if you want to put an exact time like on when you should have a credit card, I would say if you wait until your senior year of college or whatever, then that's cool. Like, and that's all right. And that's a good time to go open your first credit card and to start testing your responsibility, because you're about to get into the real world. Now, my next big tip for when you should be applying for your credit card is to apply for your credit card when you don't need your credit to be at its very best. So if you're about to go, like, I don't know, like get a loan for a car or something like that, they look at your credit score, and you don't want to go get a credit card the week before. When you apply for a credit card, let me tell you, they do a credit report or whatever, and it's a hard inquiry on your credit. And so after you first apply or whatever, it can kind of drop your score down. And that can hurt. So you don't want to be like, oh, you're right there at a 700 and that's what you need to get whatever you want. And then you go open a credit card and now you're in the 600s because it dropped you down. Not cool, is not what you want. So you don't want to do it when you need your credit to be at its tip-top shape. Now, of course, if you have really good credit and you can afford to get knocked down a little bit, then this doesn't necessarily apply to you. But when I say like really good credit, I mean like high 700s, 800s. But we can break down credit scores in another video. This is just to let you know when to apply. So again, if you need your credit to be at its tip top very best, then you want to wait until you apply for your credit card. And I think that brings up an important point as well, is that you don't want to wait until you need credit. So a responsible adult that you're becoming, you would understand that, okay, like you would start putting a timeline of things like, I want to buy a house then, or I know that after I graduate, I want to go get a new car, I want to do this and that. And so you need to schedule yourself out and give yourself some time so that you can start your credit, then like open your credit card, then you can then save this or whatever. You can start building your credit this way so that when it comes that year or two, when it's time for you to get that car, that house, that whatever you want, then your credit is good. So again, patience, responsibility, readiness, that's all the key. You're young, and I understand your credit might not be the best. So if you have bad credit, should you get a credit card? I would kind of say no. I feel like it's best for you to apply for a credit card when you are sure and you can figure out what hurt your credit. So if you go look at your credit report, which you should also use apps like Credit Karma and things like that, so that you can look at those type of things and figure out what inquiries and what issues you have on your credit report that are hurting you. And let's see how you can get those removed, because those can increase your credit, and then it'll be better because then you'll get better interest rates and everything on your credit cards. So if you have bad credit, I would say hold off until you know. But sometimes what we find is that credit card companies will pick at people with bad credit because they want you to spend that money so that you can owe them and they can get more money off of you. Because how do they make money? They make money off of fees. So again, I would just say,
hold up, wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a second. Give it a little bit. Pause. Just don't rush this process. If anything, bad credit, good credit, okay credit, don't rush this process. There's nothing to rush. It's no hurry. You don't want to run and go get into debt. Now, my next thing, and I think that this is one of those important things of when it's like you're ready for a credit card, is if you've been being really responsible and saving your money. So let's say you want this really nice MacBook computer. Okay, cool. You have saved the $1,000 for it. Great. I think the perfect time for you to get a credit card is right before you buy that computer. And you want to get like a rewards card or something so that you can reap the benefits. So for instance, like I know Bank of America has a cash rewards card. That was actually my first credit card. And so when you make this purchase, now you're getting the welcome bonus for spending however much in the first 3 months of owning the card. Plus you're getting the however much percent, 1, 2, 3% of the purchase and things like that. So that's putting money in your pocket. But what you do is you want to pay that off immediately because you already have the $1,000. So you buy the computer with your credit card and then immediately go pay it off because you don't want to get in debt. You have the money. You just want to reap the benefits of making this big purchase. So if you have a big purchase, and you can even do this with travel because that's what we do here. We travel. We enjoy our lives. Yes. If you have been planning for this big trip to Thailand or whatever, buy your flights, your hotel, and your all this on your new credit card, right? Get you a travel card that lets you rack up miles. You spend your first money or whatever on travel, so now you're getting 2 times the points or whatever. So now you're racking up even more miles. So now you're traveling for free because you're getting all the bonuses for spending all your money. And you've already have this money saved, so you're just going to pay it right off. Come on, it's free money. Like, it's literally free money. And the thing is though, and why they give you this money or they say give you these incentives is because they don't think that you're ready and they're tempting you. They're petty, sis. They're petty. And so they're tempting you and they want you to be in debt so they can get your late fees and all this stuff. But no, we are ready, we are prepared, and we are coming for them. We are going to pay it off. No debt. What is debt? I don't know. Don't know her. She's not welcomed here.
She doesn't even go here.
Big purchases, big trips, and things like that, those are the perfect time to use a credit card and when to apply for a credit card so you can get those welcome bonuses and the perks of them all. Definitely. But that's all that I have for you on when you should apply for the credit card. So the best answer is when you're ready, when you're responsible, when you have some money saved, so if you can make those purchases, you can pay them off. And when you're not in the bind and need your credit to be like super high. Those are the best times to look for a credit card. Now, if you want some videos on like the best credit cards out there, travel credit cards, pros and cons of credit, what you can do with your credit card, different things like that. I don't know, whatever you want about credit cards, ask them down below. I got you. Learn from my mistakes, y'all. Like, come on. There's no need for y'all to be making mistakes when I done made them all. No, but for real though, thank you so much. If you've made it to the end of this video, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below what else you want to see on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friend, because one of your friends is out there struggling, wondering like she's about to go risk it all to get this low down dirty credit card, or out here paying full price for trips and not getting no rewards, and she needs to see this. She needs to be read. So let me read her, sis. But no, for real, thank you so much. I'm Erica Rasha, and I'm saying bye.
Open up, you O.P.E.N. Bitch, you won't be BM. We should be closer than friends.